వారికి you around, not only the rest. Why?
Thank you.
Okay, so what is left is for Madam Vic. So she will continue the year. So everything is done. Then tomorrow arrangement is made for the ashes to be collected and stay there. So right now we are going to the back, make the gift from the institution. Tomorrow arrangement will be done for the ashes to be collected. Hare Krishna. The pastor was saying, "I so far so be able to be asked for." I want to call so far the I am your young so far to make some kids and so I am three papa finance side.
Yeah, before. And what we just saw no have to do with how you cremate body. So we'll be free more. This is how you find out the cremating, just to dispose of the dead body. Now I hope that you may be about cremation or life. Okay, the major wako. I'll talk to them, so you finish everything, I'll talk to you. Say, Obi free more. There are many ways of disposing of the dead body, and this is the ancient way, the best way. You cremate the body. You see the land here. You see the land here. This land could accommodate a whole city here, but dead bodies, people that are dead, and I mean, trust me, there is no more benefit keeping them around. They are occupying all this big space. Some of you that have come to Osu Cemetery before, you know the vast land that has been contained by these dead human beings. So economically, the best way of disposing of the dead body is by cremation, burning the body. When the body is cremated, you don't keep any land. You don't buy any expensive coffin. There are many, many things that are not needed when the body is cremated. Okay? When the body is cremated, you don't need many things. After this, there's nothing like a grave. There's nothing like going to build any structure on the grave and then coming there every year to come and perform whatever and put flowers and whatever. All these things is done. You see? That one small spot where thousands of people have been cremated, the same spot, only small space. It is not even up to 100 meters square. Like 20 meters square, a small place. Let's say even one plot, 100 by 70. Here we have cremated so many great people. Okay? So cremation, like I said, is the best thing So I'm going to speak on this. Look at this place. All this vast area has been occupied by dead bodies. Bodies that are of no more importance to us, to themselves, to the society. And see, all these buildings and the structures, so much money need to be spent on all these. So economically, like I said, cremation is the best. Cremation is the best economically. You don't spend so much money. Small firewood we bought today, and some ghee and some oils and some rituals we did. We are done with it. The land is just a small space for thousands of people, millions of people. Same space. You can see the fire there. You can see the fire at the end there. So you see the tomb. The way it's decorated with many things. And Accra here, people are finding it so difficult to even get accommodation. Where to build their own houses, you don't have. And all these dead bodies, they are just bones, so trust me, they are bones. They are gone. There is nothing beneficial from all these bones, whether to themselves, to us, or to the society at large. Okay? Apart from the trees that we see here, that we say, okay, the trees are very good. Apart from that, what is the use of maintaining this environment and keeping all these dead bodies around? So economically, cremation is the best. Okay? Cremation is the best. And then spiritually, when the body is cremated, let me tell you one thing. When the body is laid on state, on the crematorium, and then there are a lot of rituals that will be done. First, the fire itself that will be used to ignite the dead body with the firewood. The fire god must be invited. So agony will be invoked that this body, agony should come over to consume the body. So, and then there are many, many other prayers that will be recited before the fire will be ignited. And among the many mantras, the many prayers, one says, "My dear Lord, all the years I lived, all the good things I did, all the bad things I did, everything is done. But the most important thing is today, I have the opportunity to hear your holy name." So yes, the body will be cremated. Don't forget, the soul will be around. The soul will be there. So all these mantras that will be recited into the ears of the dead person, all these mantras will be heard by the soul who is hovering around. And there are many things we put Tulsi on the mat of this departed person. And when Tulsi is on the lips of somebody, that person will never see hell. And then there will be a circumambulation. Circumambulation is that we move around. We go around the dead body. We recite different kind of mantras. That all the bad things this person did, all the good things this person did. We stand here as devotees of God. We are paving way for this soul. We want to pave way for easy access to this departed soul. So the devotee will do all these prayers for the soul. So the best thing we could do for any loved one is to cremate their bodies, to dispose of the body through cremation. It is not only the fire, but the rituals, the prayers, the mantras that will be recited, and then the invocation of all the holy beings, the angels, the demigods to come around to receive this person. It is able to pave way for the departed soul. Okay? So, you can see, I've walked all the way from that side, and you can see, as far as your eyes can see, you will see dead bodies, graves everywhere. And this area in Accra, Osu, is a very, very expensive area. Just one plot of land here, only God knows how much you'll be able to buy it. So let's ask, how many acres? How many acres do you have here occupied by all these bones? All these bones, how many acres? So spiritually, the best way to dispose of the dead body is through cremation. It's through cremation. It's the best. So now, the attachment for the soul is gone. This woman that we just cremated, the attachment to the body, the attachment to the children, the attachment to anything she possesses is gone. Because the body is the originator of all the expansions. The children, the properties, the family members, everything originated from the body. So when the body is cremated, it means that the soul forgets about all the other expansions. So if we want to help our loved ones, we must release them from the clutches of attachment. How do we release them from the clutches of attachment? By cremating their bodies. When the bodies are cremated, trust me, it is the best thing to do for the soul. So now, just after the cremation, within 6 hours, the whole body will be consumed, everything will turn to ashes. Then what we do next is we pack the whole, so when you come tomorrow morning, you will come and see that the ashes will be different. There will be two. One is pure white and one is brownish in color. So the brownish in color will be the firewood that we used, and then the pure white one will be the body that was cremated. So the whole brown ashes will be separated from. Hey! Now where they were? Is that last thing? Awesome me. Me Facebook live, but them pakasa. Me watch oh. That been born 3 days ago. Na me ni obi di ho nkomo. Na oba baby cremation. Oh, na me ho man hu. Asa me hu sana oni we ni di nkomo. Oh, me ba no. Yeah no. Oh, na say me ni. Oni ma okay. And na ma so me ni very close to pa. Yeah before so be kura no. About temple. I see. So your mother is gone already. So we have to start making preparation. Yes. And I'll say, okay, so also cremated body no. I'm saying we have my coin. I'll say no, me na me be enti no. Mama can you okay, enti I say cremating na me friend temple president say munya arrangement na yen cremate. But no pena mo meeting ase. I say me dia na me ba. Because mama e ba ha no. One who me this is cremate within 6 hours. Ma fi o. I saw be fi ni head dim komo. Ento matete za. Okay. Da be na open temple. Sunday me na my class bra. Bra ni nkomo. Ma fi o pa. That's very well. Why? Thank you. So like I was saying, see, cremation is the best. See, sorry, there's one man, there's an old man. He's a herbalist. I've been a friend for a long time, and it's a long time since we met. So she knows the lady that passed away, and the daughter. The daughter is a very famous person. I don't want to mention her name. The daughter is a very famous person. He's a great musician in Ghana. And this man is a friend of mine. So she knows this lady and the mom. That's why he's also coming around. Okay. I say old friends are the best. Oh, yes. Yes. Oh, he's gone. It's the one going there. He's a herbalist, you know. We've been together for a very long time. Just that lately I've been too busy, so we don't meet. And he also came for the cremation. Because like I'm saying, you know, the best thing, obviously I met him yesterday one-on-one. Who is that? Okay, Daddy, I'm from Damango. Please, where can I locate your office in Accra? Oh, Accra, my office at Media. Accra and Sawam Road, Santam Junction, Media. Let me see if I can. Old friends are the best. Yes, true. Let's see your friend. Oh, Harriet, sorry. My friend is gone. I wish to see you, Daddy. Yeah. I don't know. I'll be traveling soon, so maybe when I return. My late husband is also there. May their souls rest in peace. That's Memi Amwa. Yeah, so there are so many people. Let me trust me. If you keep the dead ones in this kind of graves, there is no resting in peace. I'm telling you. There is no resting in peace because the soul still thinks that I am capable of occupying that body and start moving. So it is not going to be very easy for you to say the soul is going to rest in peace. Trust me, it is not going to be very easy. It is not going to be very easy that the soul is going to rest in peace. No. But what we just did is what we term as soul resting in peace, because the soul will leave. Trust me, when the body is no more, the soul does not belong to this plane. This plane I'm talking about, this is our gross plane, because within this our material world, on this earth, we have 2 different kind of planes. 3 different kind of planes. We have the gross plane, that's where we do things. We have the subtle plane where the ghosts and the dwarves and the angels operate. And we have the spiritual plane where God Almighty and his associates operate. All this can be found on earth. Okay? So on the gross plane, as soon as the soul dies, the soul don't have any permission to remain here. But because of attachment to the gross body, it keeps the soul hovering around, thinking that it's going to be able to pick up the body again and move. Okay? So when the soul is unable to carry the body, and the body lies down for years, what happens is that the soul still thinks that I have the capabilities and the abilities to pick up my body again. And that will drag and drag. And I have said this before. When someone dies, within 13 days, the soul must leave. So this woman passed away a week ago. In fact, normally, under normal circumstances, as soon as someone passes away, the cremation must be done that very day. So if somebody dies like around 12, whatever, that day before sunset, the body must be cremated. But it's very unfortunate that here, our system is a little bit different. When the body passes away, there are many other things you have to do, documentation, all that. It takes time. So the body cannot be cremated that very day. But we make sure that within the 12 days, 13 days, that body must be cremated. There is a sacrifice we have to do. We call Agni Hotra. We have to do that sacrifice, and then we feed Brahmanes, priests. All this must happen within the 12 or 13 days. And if we are able to do this, what it does do is that it helps the soul to move on swiftly to whatever destination the soul is supposed to go. So now, within 6 hours, the whole body will be cremated. The body will turn to ashes. The firewood will turn to ashes. Everything will turn to ashes. So within the 6 hours, what we're going to do is we come back, and then the priest, that is the cremator, the person who has been cremating the dead body, this person will, first of all, you come over and see that the ashes, you see two different kind of ashes on the crematorium. So you see the brown ash, and you will see the white ash. So the brown one has to do with the firewood that was used to cremate the body. So you see the brown ashes all around, and then the white ashes will be in the middle of it. So all the brown ashes will be separated from the white ashes, and then the white ashes will be collected into a vase. Okay? So when it's collected into a vase, when you go to the ancient places, like say, you go to Israel, you go to the Middle East, you go to India and all those places, what they do is the ashes will be sent or will be poured into a holy place, a holy river. Okay, so like in India, the river Ganges, they have the Jamuna, we have all the holy rivers, Saraswati and all that. They will just go and pour the ashes into it. And then that is done. That is done completely. The soul is completely forgotten. I mean, the person is completely forgotten because there's nothing like attachment anymore. Okay? So tomorrow, because here we don't have any holy river in Ghana, even though we have so many rivers, but I mean, we don't have any authority saying that this river is holy river in Ghana. But all holy rivers in the world merges into the ocean. So the sea, the ocean. I said, Daddy, please, let me read this. I said, Daddy, please, make sure these guys passing around doesn't snatch your phone. I know them very well, dear. I know them. Ed Bakma said, so that our Muslim brothers are doing the right thing. Yes, what Muslims are doing far better than what Christians are doing. But still, they keep the body down there, which is not very good for the soul as well. Okay? So what the Muslims are doing is okay. Economically, it's very good because they don't have to go and buy any expensive coffin. They don't go and cement or do any building at the cemetery because the body will be fixed into a small place and not even cement. Is there the cover? So it's far, far better than what the Christians are doing. Putting the body into a coffin, nailing it, going to dig the grave. They have to cement and do concrete in there. You put the body there, they have to come and put sand and do another concrete on top of it. Some of them will even build a house on it. So what the Muslims are doing is far, far, far better than what the Christians are doing economically. But when it comes to spiritual terms, the best way within the 13 days, the soul must leave this our gross plane to enter into the subtle plane. And that can be done when there is no attachment for the soul. As far as there is attachment for the soul will still be here. I am telling you this. As far as there's attachment for the soul. You see, there's two things here. when one is living, you must do everything possible to detach yourself from all your belongings. Okay? Your properties, your wife, your husband, your children, your family members. Love them, care for them, but don't be extremely attached to them. So if one is able to cut the attachment, even though one is living, you're able to do your responsibilities, love your people, do all that you're supposed to do, but you don't maintain any gross attachment to these personalities. Then when you die, whether your body is kept in the mortuary, your body is kept in the grave or whatever, already you practice the signs of detachment, so you'll be able to live and go without any attachment. That's one thing. Or when the person dies, the body must be cremated to break that attachment. So some of us are so much attached to our wives, our husbands, our family, our kids, our properties and all that. So it means that at the point of death, if our bodies are not cremated, that attachment is going to drag for a very long time as far as our gross bodies are still visible. And that attachment will create an obstacle for us to live peacefully. So when it's done like this, when we cremate the body, that the God Almighty bless you for this information. Thank you. Osborne Asante said, please, somebody should tell me which country is it. Oh, this is Ghana. This Ghana cemetery, Osu cemetery. Ghana have many cemeteries. If you go to Awudome cemetery, that's also a very vast land occupied by dead bones and rotten bodies and all that. This is the Osu cemetery. The land here is in a very vital place in Accra. And trust me, if you want to buy 1 acre of plot here, I don't know how much they will quote, but dead ones, broken bones, dead bones are occupying this place. Just because we think that when we bury our family members, we are doing them any good. We are not doing them any good by keeping their bodies down here. We are punishing them. If your parents were buried here, your family were buried here thinking that you did something good, I'm telling you, you did not do them any good, because by keeping their bodies down here, you will create a bondage for the soul because of the attachment of the soul to the body. Fellas Captain said, okay. Rebecca Duty said, Daddy, please, what about those who died and buried in the same day? See, what I'm saying is, as far as the body of the deceased is visible, the soul become attached to the body, and that will drag the easy path for this soul to transcend to the metaphysical realm. Okay? It makes things very difficult for the soul to transcend. So yes, even if the body was buried the same day, it helps. But still, the body is down there. Don't forget, souls don't have a limitation because their gross body is no more. So when someone dies and you bury the body down there in the grave, the soul can enter into the grave and see the body lying down in the grave and thinking that I will be able to carry my body. So when the body is not cremated, even if the body was, buried the same day, so their attachment will still be there. So I think I have to leave now because time is going. But it's a very nice cemetery. Okay, so somebody's nice cemetery. Yeah, nice cemetery, but nice for what? People are just lying down here. They are dead bones and broken bones and dead stars. Huh? So who knows? What is the benefit? It might be looking nice here, but nobody benefits from anything here. Is there dead ones, society, family? No one benefits. Does it mean that when you are kept here, you cannot reincarnate? Please. See, the whole point is that you reincarnate, but the soul suffers. Like I'm telling you, when one dies within 13 days, the soul must leave this plane so that you can go through the procedure, the processes of going, and if you have to come back again, quickly come back. But when the body is so attached and the astral tunnel is closed, it keeps the soul here for the soul to go through pain. Okay? It goes through pain before it will be forced out of here to go through judgment, go and suffer before reincarnation takes place. But if one dies and the body is cremated, it gives a sweet passage to the soul, so the soul can quickly go through all the process without suffering here on earth, on this gross plane, because the body is still kept around. Nana Kwaku said, Daddy, if you bury your father in this way, can you go and dig it and cremate it? What I will say is that, yes, after the cremation, the soul can leave, but if after many years, the soul has suffered so much and want to go and cremate the body, I don't think it really makes sense. So those that have been buried, I think we should leave them to lie and go through whatever turmoil they go through. But those that pass on from henceforth, if we have the means. This woman that passed away, trust me, it is only the daughter who decided that, yes, this my mom is not going to be buried, because she understands the philosophy. She do understand the philosophy that when the bodies are kept down here, you are punishing them. So if I have a little bit of love for my mom, the best thing to do is to cremate her body so that I don't need to suffer. I mean, she doesn't need to suffer. Okay? Ohima said, I say, oh, Daddy, why the person has been suffering? Who's suffering? Nana Kwaku said, Daddy, if you bury your father in this, okay, I've read it. Daddy, you are a great blessing for, thank you. I didn't know y'all say that it's okay. That's good, I get it. But trust me, some of these things we need to understand. We need to understand. Okay? We need to understand. Yes, sir. Good morning. We need to understand. So that is the soul cemetery. See, let me show you guys this. You see this? This is a very powerful philosophy. Remember, we were like you. A very, very powerful philosophy. And there's another thing here. Read this side. Remember, you'll be back. See? This makes so much sense. So that is, say, when you are bringing a dead body here for maybe burial or cremation, the managers of this cemetery is telling you that, remember, those lying down here under all these graves were like us before. Maybe you have forgotten, so they are reminding you that they were like us, moving around, wearing our dresses, eating and doing all sorts of things, thinking that we were powerful. After you've gone to bury your dead ones, and you're going, they are telling you that, remember, that you will be back. This is a great philosophy that I think that all of you guys should take it seriously. You go here thinking that that's the end of it. No, you will be back. It's a great philosophy. It is a great, great philosophy. A very, very great philosophy. Because they are telling you that they were like you, and as you're living, don't forget that you will be back. And when you are coming back, probably you might not be walking, you might be in a casket. That is a philosophy all of us should propagate. That dead ones were like us, living ones, and one day we have to come back here, not in our own cars, not in walking, whatever, but comes in a casket. This is the philosophy all of us must try to understand. Okay? So, Joy said, please, is it good to keep the ashes with you in your room? Any spiritual implication? The whole point is that there's no need keeping the ash there. There's no benefit. I know some people keep the ash there to remember whatever. You can have a picture of your departed ones to remember them. There's no need keeping the ash. What is the use of keeping the ash? The ash is it's contaminating. Just go and pour it in the sea or in the ocean. That's the best thing to do. Okay? That's the best thing to do. So, Mami, Joyce, don't keep the ashes of your dead ones in your room. Pour it in the Holy River. So in Ghana, what we're going to do is we will take the ashes into the ocean, the sea, because that's the holy river we have in Ghana. We don't have any other holy river here. Yes, sir. I don't speak Ghana, I speak Chi. One, I'm sure how. Okay, Monday, we are not going to. Why? But I'm saying, I'm sure why. Monday, hey, because you know, one day, Baba. Obi Abakobi. God bless. Thank you. So the people who manages here, those guys, they sleep here. They have their wives on the grave and all that. Hey, I'm having a listen. Wait, let me. So they are managing here. They sleep on the grave. They don't know the contamination nature of this place. So from here, I'm going to the sea to go and purify myself and my car before I go home, because the sea is close by. I'll park my car and go to the sea. Okay.